Hey guys, it's Amanda. I recently made a video on weird UK facts, which was a lot of fun, and a lot of you guys enjoyed it and asked if I would do them for the US. So today, that's what we're going to do. Some of them may sound like I'm making them up, but I promise I'm not. And if you enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, as it really does help the channel grow. And if you'd like to see more of my content, make sure you subscribe. I post about my life and experiences in the UK as an American, as well as the reactions requested by all of you lovely followers. And before I start, what's the craziest US fact you've ever heard or come across? Put it in the comments. Number 1. 1 in 8 people in the United States have been employed by McDonald's. That seems incredibly high, but then again, they hire around like 1 million people every single year. I was one of them. In high school, I worked there for 1 shift and I never returned. It just wasn't for me. Number 2. In most states, it is legal for children under 18 to smoke a cigarette. They just can't purchase them. Now, that doesn't really make sense now, does it? Number 3. Cows outnumber humans in Montana. There are approximately 2.6 million cows and around 1 million people. Number 4. The U.S. has 42,000 zip codes, and you can look up all of them but one, the president's secret zip code. A new one is given to each new president to manage the correspondence that they receive. Number 5. There are an estimated 75.8 million dogs in the U.S. We clearly love our furry little pets. Number 6. Americans consume the equivalent of about 100 acres of pizza every single day. I knew we loved it, but that is a lot of pizza. Number 7. By the time an American child reaches 18 years old, they will have seen approximately 40,000 murders on TV. Now, I don't know how they got those figures, but that is an alarming number. Number 8. Approximately 43 million people in the U.S. owe on average $30,000 in student debt. Now, I know I spoke to you about the loan system in the States, and I think we all agreed that the way it's done here is about a bazillion times better. You only have to pay once you earn over a certain amount, and it's erased after that. I think 25 years is what you guys told me. Number 9. You can get a unicorn hunting license from Michigan's Lake Superior State University. I promise I'm not making it up. Although I can't promise you'll ever catch one. Number 10. Twinkies and corn dogs were invented in America. I do love a corn dog dipped in ketchup. I wish we had them here. Number 11. In Columbus, Ohio, there is an 8-foot nearly naked statue of Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're welcome. Number 12. 3 out of every 4 tornadoes in the world occur in the U.S. Number 13. The number of bourbon barrels in Kentucky outnumber the state's population by more than 2 million. Now, that one doesn't really surprise me because it's ranked number 1 for its premier whiskey distilling region, with Tennessee not too far behind. Number 14. The Pentagon is the largest office building in the world by area, with 17 miles of corridors. Number 15. The largest state is Alaska, and it's a bit more than twice that of Texas. It's roughly the size of Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Italy, and France combined, which is massive. Number 16. A man built his house and furniture entirely out of 100,000 newspapers. The structure still stands today in Rockport, Massachusetts, if you'd like to check it out. Number 17. 42% of Americans believe in ghosts, 6% in witches, and 24% in reincarnation. We are pretty superstitious, just like the Brits. Number 18. Over half of the U.S. population lives in just 9 states: California, Texas, Florida, New York, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Ohio, Georgia, and North Carolina. Number 19. You can actually visit a life-size corn palace in South Dakota. That's right, a palace you could actually eat. Number 20. In the U.S., 40% of babies are born to unmarried women. Number 21. The Liberty Bell was made in the Whitechapel Bell Foundry, which was the same place as Big Ben in London, which I thought was pretty cool. Number 22. There's a town in Washington with treetop bridges made specifically to help squirrels cross the street. Probably one of the best facts that I found. Number 23. For all you Star Trek fans, you can visit the future birthplace of Captain Kirk in Riverside, Ohio. Number 24. It would take you more than 400 years to spend a night in all of Las Vegas's hotel rooms. Number 25. The town of Centralia, Pennsylvania has been on fire since the 1960s. It was a mining town that caught fire and caused residents to flee their homes. And I have visited there with friends. It's an incredibly eerie place. And Graffiti Highway, which has the name suggests, is covered in graffiti from locals and people who have visited, which is one of the most popular attractions. Unfortunately, it was sadly destroyed in 2020. Number 26. Kansas produces enough wheat in a year to feed everyone in the world for 2 weeks. That's pretty awesome. Number 27. Crater Diamond State Park in Arkansas is the only public place in the world where you can go looking for your own diamonds. You can bring your own mining equipment or rent theirs. And whatever you find, you can keep. Number 28. 182 places in the U.S. have the word Christmas in their names. They range from towns such as Christmas, Arizona, and Christmas Valley, Oregon, to islands like Christmas Island in Florida, and even some lakes, such as Christmas Lake in Washington. Number 29. While talking about Christmas, the North Pole is in Alaska, and it's a Christmassy place that embraces everything festive 365 days a year. Visit Santa in his grotto, see the elves at work, and drive down Santa Claus Lane. Number 30. Americans bought 872 million pounds of hot dogs in supermarkets in 2019. However, Los Angeles consumes the most, which is about 30 million pounds in a year. That is a lot of hot dogs. Number 31. The Plaza Hotel in New York was featured in so many films, some of which are Home Alone 2, The Great Gatsby, and Sleepless in Seattle. Number 32. Russia sold Alaska to the United States for 2 cents per acre. Pretty cheap, right? Number 33. 1 in 3 Americans are obese, and illnesses associated with it cost the nation $315 billion in healthcare expenses. How insane is that? Maybe we should take the hint. Number 34. The Statue of Liberty is associated with New York City, but is actually physically located in Jersey City, New Jersey. Number 35. Bracken Cave in California is the largest bat cave with over 15 million bats and is also the largest concentration of mammals in the world. You will not find me there anytime soon. Number 36. Around 5,000 commercial airplanes are flying over the U.S. at any given time. Number 37. South Florida is the only place in the world where alligators and crocodiles coexist in the wild. Number 38. Atlantic City is home to the first and longest boardwalk in the world, and some even consider it to be the best. It used to be like 7 miles long until a storm destroyed it. Now I think it's roughly like 5.5 miles long, and it has like casinos, hotels, and plenty of shops and eateries. Number 39. The Library of Congress contains approximately 838 miles of bookshelves, long enough to stretch from Houston to Chicago. Number 40. Manhattan's Chinatown is home to more Chinese residents than anywhere else in the Western Hemisphere. Number 41. English is the most commonly used language in the USA. Number 42. The government chose the color green for U.S. currency as an anti-counterfeiting strategy. When it was adopted in the 19th century, cameras could only take black and white photos, making imitation bills difficult to produce. Number 43. Oregon is the fastest-speaking state in the U.S., and Mississippi is the slowest. Number 44. On any given day in the U.S., 37% of the adult population eat fast food. Number 45. The legal drinking age in the U.S. is 21 years old. Number 46.
Nice.
Washington, D.C. wasn't always the capital of the U.S. It was actually New York City up until like 1790. Number 47. Over 8 million people reside in New York City, making it the most populous city in America. Number 48. It's the third most visited country by international tourists after Spain and France. There are so many places to visit, whether you want insane heat or blistering cold, there's something for everybody. And to be honest, there are so many states that I would love to visit. Maybe one day we'll rent an RV and I'll be able to travel all around. Number 49. Arizona and Hawaii are the only states who don't observe daylight savings time. Number 50. According to the UN Office on Drugs and Crime, the U.S. is the largest consumer of drugs, especially cocaine, which is not really something to be proud of. I've really enjoyed making these videos. I've learned quite a few interesting facts, so I hope you have as well. And please let me know if there's anything that you would add and put them in the comments. Also, if there's anything specific that you would like to know or have any video suggestions, do let me know. As always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, smash that like button if that's what you're into, and I'll see you in the next video.